Are you looking for space and value? This 3 to 4 bedroom home in Golden Valley has 2 stories, a loft, and is priced right around $500,000. In this video, I'm going to take you through the Rose floor plan at the Sierra Vista community by Jenuane in the Lemmon Valley area. Right around 2179 square feet, priced right around $509,000. If you're new to the channel, my name is David Tully and I'm your go-to resource for Reno, Sparks, and Northern Nevada real estate. If you're thinking about buying, selling, investing, or relocating to Reno, Nevada, I'd love to help. All my information is down below. You're probably wondering where the Sierra Vista community is located, and it's located right off of Patrician in the Lemmon Valley area. It's in a fairly convenient location because you can take a back road to get you to the Golden Valley area, which has a grocery store, a post office, and a handful of restaurants and bars in the Golden Valley area. I would say in about 5 to 7 minutes, you can get to the Lemmon Valley area where you'll have a Walmart, a Smith's grocery store, and a grocery outlet, and a handful of other restaurants in the Lemmon Valley area. All right, so in this video, we're gonna be walking through the Rose floor plan, which is a 3 to 4 bedroom home with a loft and a flex space, and is right around 2179 square feet. And the base price is $509,000. All right, so right as you make your way through the main entryway, you're gonna see this nice neutral LVP flooring. This model home does have upgraded 5 1/4 inch baseboards. And then this is the flex space in this home. So they got this nice light here. I imagine some people might use this as a formal dining or a separate living area. I personally would use this probably as an office space since it's right here at the front of the home. Got nice big windows here. So one thing to think about when buying a brand new home is that you're gonna have to budget for window coverings, and you can actually buy those through Jenuane if you'd like. Right over here is going to be your half bath and an empty area here. Could put a nice coat rack or, maybe add some cabinets there if you'd like. And here's going to be that powder bath or toilet area. And this is going to be an upgraded tile here. Most likely it'd probably be LVP flooring as a standard. And right over here to the left, you're going to have this nice cabinet area and counter space. This as a standard would be open. So this right here is an upgrade and definitely gives it a nice touch. As you continue down, you're gonna see more LVP flooring in the great room area. And then in the kitchen, this kitchen is definitely upgraded. The standard countertops would be granite. This is an upgraded quartz. And then this cabinet color is also upgraded. And then most builders usually give you about 6 inches of the backsplash. So this backsplash is upgraded as well. And they do have Frigidaire as a standard option. I'm not sure if this is their base Frigidaire appliance package, but you will get a gas stove, microwave, and a dishwasher here. But as you can see, you got a really nice island space here. Could easily fit probably 2 to 4 bar stools here, if you'd like. Right over here, you got a nice pantry area. Another thing to budget for and think about when buying a brand new home is you're gonna have to budget for a fridge, washer, and dryer. And then over here is a fireplace. I don't know what it would cost for the additional tile or the brick if you were to put tile on here or this specific brick, but I would estimate about probably $7,000 to $12,000 just for the fireplace, not including, the additional tile and brickwork that you'd do around the fireplace. But it looks really nice. Here's another view of the great room and the kitchen area. And I imagine these pendant lights here are probably an upgrade. So you might have to add the pendant light pre-wire as an option. And then this is a beautiful slider. I would definitely put this in my home, but this is not a standard slider, so keep that in mind. And I want to show you the backyard because it's always good to envision what you can do back here, but every single new home builder in town, 99.9% of the time, does not landscape your backyard. So this would just be dirt. The only time they landscape a backyard in a new home is if they're having trouble selling it. So you do have some decent side yard here with an AC unit and a disconnect. And then these have stucco exteriors and composition shingle roofs. As you can see here, this yard is a pretty decent size, but this home is also a 2-story. So, the home has a smaller footprint on the lot, which essentially gives you a slightly bigger backyard. But me personally, you know, I'd want a bigger patio, but you know, this is a model. All right, we're gonna take you on upstairs. So right here is gonna be the garage, but this is gonna be the sales office. So me taking you in here right now wouldn't really give you a good idea of what the home is, because it's gonna be set up as an office. Right over here to the right is going to be your coat closet area, and it is extended a little bit, so you have extra storage space, which is nice. And then you do typically have carpet in the upstairs areas and bathrooms, but you will have a different flooring, typically LVP, in the wet areas. So right up here, at the top of the stairs to the right, you're going to see a really nice and spacious loft area. Got plenty of room here for a gaming area, kids room, or even a work from home space. My wife and I previously had a 2-story, which we still own. We just don't live there anymore. But we put a couch, TV, desk, and even a treadmill, and we really enjoyed the loft area. Another thing to think about is if you want a 4th bedroom in this home, you can turn this loft into a bedroom. Take you down the hall. So you have another area. I imagine you could probably upgrade or put some cabinets here if you'd like, but this would be the standard layout. Just down the hall to the right, it's going to be your first secondary bedroom. I would say this is probably a 10 by 11, in my opinion, maybe 9 by 11. Overall, still not too bad. Over here, you got a standard closet setup. Right over here, you got another bedroom, which is a secondary room. I would say this room is just about identical to the other secondary bedroom. So maybe a 10 by 10 or a 9 by 10 room here. And then you have a standard closet setup. Right next to the secondary bedroom, you have a full bathroom. So this is likely an upgraded countertop. The standard countertop in most builders and Jenuane would be a Piedrafina countertop. Once again, these cabinets, or this cabinet color, is an upgrade. And then once again, you have that same LVP flooring. Don't worry, it is waterproof, but in my opinion, I still wouldn't leave water or liquids on this flooring for too long. And then this right here is also going to be an upgraded tub and shower, an upgraded tile. And then usually when you want to go to the ceiling, we know with the tile, the builders usually charge you a little bit more. And then you do have 9-foot ceilings in this home. And then typically as a standard option, you'd get just a shelf up here. This is an upgrade for these cabinets. And then if you're building the home from dirt or, you know, partially through the building process, you can also upgrade to a laundry room sink in certain floor plans. And then the standard option, this home has gas and electric, but it's kind of flipped. Some builders are different, but the standard dryer option in this specific builder is going to be an electric dryer, and then you would have to pay extra for a gas dryer. And just down the hall, you're going to find the primary bedroom. And then what you get in the primary bedroom, you wouldn't typically get a ceiling fan, but you would have a light as a standard option here, which is nice. And you have a nice window here. Once again, you do need window coverings. Here's another view of the primary bedroom. You got plenty of space here. You got room for your TV on the wall. Looks like there's a coax cable or coax port here. Put your TV on the wall, dresser over here, and then, you know, really however you want to lay it out. I mean, you're probably going to want to put your bed here, but, you know, I guess they're recommending, you know, putting your TV there if they have a coax cable. But I would imagine you'd put your bed here and mount the TV on this wall. It just wouldn't be center. It'd be a little odd, and you'd have to have a smaller TV, but you could make it work. And over here, last but not least, you got the primary bathroom. You got that same LVP flooring in here. And then this tub is an upgrade, but it's nice that it's an option because a lot of builders these days don't even give an option for a tub in the master. So the standard option for this bathroom setup would be a linen closet, I believe, over here, and a slightly bigger walk-in shower here. So personally, I would love a bigger walk-in shower and no tub, but it's really up to you. And then sure, you're gonna wanna get some sort of curtains or tint or privacy screen for that. And this is definitely an upgraded tile. And then in my opinion, if they have the option, I believe you can through Jenuane, I would upgrade to a frameless glass door. So there would be a lot less chrome, and I think it would look a lot cleaner, especially since you put a really nice tile in the shower. I would have put in a frameless glass door. And over here, got some nicely upgraded countertops, dual vanities. Right over here to the right, you got your toilet area. And then right over here, you got the nice walk-in closet. I do like that they have different levels for the shelves. I do hate that, you know, when they have such a big closet, they only put one shelf. I think it's kind of ridiculous. So I do like how they put this little tiered shelf here. So they're actually not completely maximizing it, but definitely using up more space in the closet than just, you know, one shelf at this height. And then right over here, Looks like this is your smart panel. So this is typically where your Spectrum and AT&T guy would put the modem and the router. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough of the Rose floor plan, which is one of the best priced, just under 2,200 square foot homes in the Reno area. This is at the Sierra Vista community by Jenuane in Lemmon Valley, and the base price starts right around $509,000. So the Sierra Vista community does not have an HOA, but it does have a landscape association at $21 a month. This means there are certainly some restrictions, but they are certainly less restrictive than a typical HOA. So the Sierra Vista community is gonna have a total of 165 homes, and they only started building recently earlier this year, so they're gonna be building for quite some time. If you have any specific questions about this home or this community, please leave your questions or comments down below, and I would be happy to help. And if you're thinking about buying, selling, investing, or relocating to Reno, Nevada, I'd love to help. All my information is down below. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.